witches. Blackbirds leave their cage. The pumpkins grin as monsters extend a hand. Leave your houses, leave the light. Come join the fairy folk in the night. For Halloween comes but once a year. Now once more the time is near. The moon is bright, the candy is sweet. Hear the call. Trick or treat.
Well, if it isn't Eileen Momrath, finally showing up to the party! Welcome! Oh my goodness, the party is finally starting. Oh my goodness. I think, however, I went a little too hard on the pixie dust this time. I mean, look at me. I am just sparkling like a disco ball right now. Oh, hey! Is this that sweet human you told me about earlier? Yeah. Yeah, this is them. They're fucking precious! Where has she been hiding, you sweet thing? Oh, no, nothing's wrong, darling. I'm just all aflutter by all the magic that's going on in the room. Eileen told me that you don't get out much, and so I was hoping this little itty-bitty fairy soiree might serve as a fun, exciting little icebreaker for you. Of course, I would have thrown a bigger one, but I couldn't convince my sister Albia to let me use her stash of night flowers. She is such a buzzkill. I mean, I usually just steal them, of course, but she changed the locks to her study, and then she called me an absolute hag troll for even trying to steal them. But you know what? I'm totally okay with being that person. Oh my, but where are my manners? I know where they are. They've gone out the window. I'm Morgiah Hawthorne. I'm the hostess of this gala that you are bearing magnificent witness to, and it is really nice to meet you. Absolutely a delight to finally meet you. Oh my! Eileen, you did not tell me that they were this funny. You really do not care how you come across to us monsters. That is absolutely beautiful. You're my new favorite human. Sure thing, Turtle Dove. No, I'm serious. I mean it. It honestly reminds me of the time I saw the wizard Michaelis without a shirt on. At first I was like, baby! But then I kind of wanted somebody to kill me because he's like family to me, you know? Except we're not related by blood in the slightest. So it's fine. It was fine. But I could tap that if I really fucking wanted to. Anyway, your job here tonight is to have a good time, get something to eat, get some sweets, drink up, get down, hump, jump, thumpity bump, and let it loose. I'm going to go check on my guests for a moment, but you two just make yourselves at home and have a good time. Cheers, darling! Oh, thank you for coming. I love the outfit you're wearing. Do you need anything? Are you good? Oh, you're breaking into that. All right, well, give me some of that. I will partake in some of that dwarf moss for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I know. She's eccentric, but you know, she's very nice, and she is the coven leader of one of the covens. I can't remember their name off the top of my head right now, but I'm friends with one of the coven members, and I'm kind of in her social circle. So yeah, I know. I remember what you told me. You told me, Eileen, I'm not a big party person. I don't really need to cut loose since I have to prepare for work once I get back from my days off. I remember you saying that, I know. But look, I appreciate you coming with me. I do greatly appreciate that, and I promise, one drink and then we'll go. Look, I'll go get our drinks and we can chill out by the windows. One drink and then we can go, I promise. Cross my heart. I'll be right back. Just stay here and take it in. You gotta admit, seeing a bunch of various monsters and magical entities together under one roof is pretty exciting. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey, sweet thing. You okay? What's going on? Why the long face? Oh. Um, no. No, dearest. She didn't, ditch you. She didn't leave. No. She saw her crush at my party and she got distracted as she was getting you your drink. But here, you can have some of mine. It's just some pomegranate punch, don't worry. I don't spike my drinks. Well, I do spike them, but I decided to have something different. Here, try some. Would you like a passion fruit pill? Your loss. It doesn't do anything. It's just a kind of candy. It sort of helps you mellow out a little. It's nothing. Again, it's basically sugar. And sugar triggers your brain to release the dopamine and endorphins. But yeah, I just don't like seeing you with a long face. Yeah. Well, that's the thing about my parties. You can find practically almost everyone here. I have a lot of friends. But since you're by yourself, I'll stick with you. Yeah, really. I told you were my favorite human now, didn't I? What kind of witch would I be if I didn't spend time with my new favorite human? So tell me, I know you don't get out much, and this is a first for you, but tell me, and I want you to be honest with me, what's your everyday life like? I'm asking out of curiosity. I ought to know things about my favorite human now, shouldn't I? And besides, I know Eileen's daily life. She and I go to the same gatherings, and I've also had her pick herbs and flowers from my family's garden, which is totally okay because you know what? Our garden is fucking huge. We're not gonna use all of it, and besides, we ought to share and share alike. And besides, Eileen is one of my friends, and I always try and help my friends out. Yes, even if it does mean stealing from my sister. Oh. Wake up, work, home. Wake up, work, home, and the occasional trip for groceries? Wow. Yeah, Eileen was right. You really don't get out much. To prepare for work? Here's the thing, sweetheart, dearest, darling. Here's the thing. Everyone needs a break every now and then. Trust me, I speak from experience. If you just spend your entire life working without taking any breaks to rest and freaking recharge your batteries, you're gonna turn into a zombie. Like, literally. And that's no fun. And I say this as someone who knows actual zombies, like Walking Dead living corpses. They can be pretty lively, despite the fact that they're, dead. But still, you really need to unwind and relax a little bit, sweetheart. You need to take care of yourself. Well, as a matter of fact, yes, I could teach you a few tips on self-care, among other things. Yes, the Hawthorne family name is quite, aristocratic, I suppose. There's a lot of prestige in the family name, and Given that me and Alba are the heiresses to the family fortune stuff, it is our job to make sure that we obtain the family reputation. They have Albia for that. If I'm going to create magic, brew potions, and make a living as a witch, I think I ought to be able to do that my way, don't you think? I mean, obviously, I'm not going to throw everything my parents taught me to the side. I will definitely keep hold of their wisdom, but at the same time, I want to kind of do things my way. Be my own witch. You know what I mean, sweetheart? I mean, you can kind of understand, though. You're not a witch. You're just a very, very lovely human who's absolutely precious that I absolutely adore. Again, you're my new favorite human. Tell me, how do you like the punch? Good, good. Now, how about we get you some sweets to go with it? And there you go. Some white chocolate raspberry cake, a strawberry on strawberry sundae, some pumpkin pie patsies, and also some of my favorite, a gingerbread bats. Come on, eat up. Yeah, I tried to get a little bit of everything on the plate because you looked like you needed to eat. Plus, I also got you some pomegranate punch and a mug of cider. This cider is really fucking amazing. I got the recipe from my great, great, great aunt, Azalea. Well, we Hawthorns are notorious for having a good time when we're not being aristocratic and oh so prim and proper like my family. My aunt Azalea is very footloose and free and just... she knows how to have fun. And she is a lot older than me. I suppose that's where I got my eccentric nature from. You know. Don't you have family members like that? The very eccentric types who suck the marrow from life and live life to the fullest? I thought so. I love hosting parties like these. Yeah, of course. I have to do something to keep the mundane out of my blood. After all, if I didn't throw these parties and if I wasn't the slightest bit rebellious, my life would be very, very boring. Well, sure, I mean, there's enjoyment. Being aristocratic and proper. I mean, there are some enjoyments, but at the same time, I want to be able to make my own choices in life and not have to be bound by a schedule. Yeah, you would not believe all the fucking magic classes I have to take. And all because Mother Dearest insists that I take some lessons. Honestly, I just want get away from it all, and I'm half tempted to. Hop on my broomstick, take my familiar, pack a suitcase, and run. Ugh. Will you try being in my shoes for a while? Huh? Oh. Well, you see, along with hosting this massive party with drinking games, all the sweets you could possibly eat, and all the company, and the dancing, and the music, and the performance, I sometimes like to hide little gifts throughout the room, and whoever finds them gets to keep them. Kind of like a little scavenger hunt, but with presents. How are you feeling? Are you feeling a little bit better, human? I want to make sure you're enjoying yourself, after all. I can't have any of my guests being miserable at my parties. I mean, that would say a lot about me as a hostess, and well, I try to be a wonderful, wonderful hostess. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Oh, if you think this is grand, then you should see me on Halloween. Oh my god. Oh, it's bigger than this. It is bigger and grander, more wilder, more dangerous, but still oh so thrilling. There's sweets, there's booze, there's passion, there's scares and chills and thrills. And when the witching hour hits, oh, the dead of night. The only word I can think of to properly describe the balls that occur on Halloween when the witching hour hits are simply, with the magic sizzling and surrounding you in the moment midnight hits. It's just absolutely orgasmic. It's often a little girlish fantasy among witches that on Halloween, at the midnight hours when we are supposed to find our one true loves, according to legend. Oh, well, I haven't had much luck with it. I've had one ex, been stung a few times, gone on some dates that were pleasant but mundane, and, just my love life's been somewhat stagnant, I guess, if you want to put it like that. It is what it is, though, and I'm doing fine by myself, of course, but I miss having a connection to somebody, being special to someone. Do I know a lot of people? Human, sweetheart, turtle dove. Sorry. I had some candy stuck in my throat. But I think the better question is, who do I not know? Because I know a lot of people. I know Marie Antoinette, I know Edgar Allan Poe, I know Mary Shelley. Love Mary Shelley's work. She's just absolutely a riot. And her Frankenstein is just adorable. Like, he's so big and he's all stitched up, but he's so precious. He's just so innocent to everything. And I love that. He's so cute. I love him. And, I know that that one emperor dude who was like super fond of excessive clothes. I know the Brothers Grimm, and hell, I even know the Sandman. He's a character. I know his siblings too, though. Yeah. I'm maybe close to one of them. To an extent, if for nothing else, those, if for nothing else, the, company, for the company alone. Let's just call it that. Yeah, the Sandman has siblings. You ever hear of Death? Yeah, she's his sister. His older sister. And then he's got some... Oh, sorry. I accidentally dropped a dice I found in my pocket. I can't remember where I got these, but they're so shiny and sparkly and I fucking love them. I love lots of things. Yeah. Hey, every witch has their aesthetic, right? Mine just happens to be somewhat chaotic. Full of life, as my aunt Azealia says. What about you? Hey, look, I know I told you that if you just spend your whole life working and never taking a break or taking time to enjoy life that you turn into a zombie. At the same time, you working hard constantly is admirable and being reliable. You just need to find a way to balance it all out. Oh. Sorry, I had to crack my knuckles. And stretch my body out a little. We've been sitting for a while. But it's just all about finding a balance. There's a time and a place for everything, and this is the time to have fun and let loose and just forget about your responsibilities for a while. When you wake up in the morning, then you can go back to being responsible, but it's just a balance. And I mean, although I gripe and bitch and complain about my balancing act, I still do it anyway. It's a part of life. And you know what? If we didn't have struggles and hardships and responsibilities and junk like that, things like that, then we wouldn't be able to get stronger or grow or gain experience and wisdom. Here, you want some white Zinfandel? It's really good. It's nice and sweet, kind of crisp. I think you'll like it. Come on, take a drink. Have some wine with your cake, sweetheart. It'll do you good, I promise. There we go. Good on ya, human. You know what? I think I'm going to invite you to my next party. The Halloween party? It's not for the faint of heart, I warn you. It can be very dangerous if you don't have someone with you, especially for a human like you. I know plenty of frickin' fairies who would eat you up like a candy apple. Well, they may portray themselves as very ethereal and sophisticated, but fairies are just as horny as the rest of us. But for now, I'm glad you're doing better. Tell you what, let's get on the dance floor. Oh, come on. Don't worry. I won't judge you. In fact, I'll even teach you how to dance. Alright? And hey, maybe we might be able to find, your friend. Alright. Let's get on the dance floor.